Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We have some strong salesmen in Ukraine, and they are salesmen for American-made HIMARS long-range missile launching systems, and they do not stop from advertising it. Maybe it's a good thing, who knows. I got an article here from Reuters from July 25th, 2022, which says that Ukraine claims it has destroyed 50 Russian ammunition depots using HIMARS. So that's quite an achievement, having only 4 at first, and then having another 4, and then having another 4. So basically, technically, literally, with 12 units, they were able to destroy 50 Russian ammunition depots, among other stuff. So Ukraine said on Monday its forces has used US-supplied HIMARS rocket systems to destroy 50 Russian ammunition depots since receiving the weapons last month. In comments on national television, Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov underlined the growing impact that the high-mobility artillery rocket systems HIMARS are having as Ukraine tries to repel Russia's invasion. And I'm quoting, "This cuts their Russian logistical chains and takes away their ability to conduct active fighting and cover our armed forces with heavy shelling," Reznikov said. Reuters could not independently verify Reznikov's remarks. Russia did not immediately comment. Reznikov said Ukrainian artillery crews had conducted, and I'm quoting, "precise strikes on several brigades and bridges." He gave no details, but was apparently referring to the 3 river crossings in Russian-occupied Kherson region, which local occupation authorities say were attacked by HIMARS over the past week. Reznikov also said Ukraine had received 3 Gepard anti-aircraft armored fighting vehicles, the first of 15 expected, that Kiev was expecting to take delivery of several dozen Leopard tanks. So, he said, as Reznikov said, that Ukraine has received 3 Gepard anti-aircraft armored fighting vehicles, 3, the first of 15 expected, and that Kiev was expected to take delivery of several dozen Leopard tanks. So tanks and anti-aircraft armored fighting vehicles. Good for you. Russia says it has destroyed several of the HIMARS systems, though Ukraine has denied this. In the last such report, Russia's defense ministry said on Monday its forces has destroyed an ammunition depot for HIMARS systems in the Khmelnytsky region in western Ukraine. Ukrainian officials have said repeatedly that Western supplies of weapons are critical to Ukraine's military effort, and underlined the importance of the HIMARS because of Russia's artillery supremacy in terms of numbers and ammunition. HIMARS have a longer range and are more precise than the Soviet-era artillery that Ukraine had in its arsenal. Well, I don't know. It was an article where the Ukrainians claimed that whatever they have, I can't remember the name of the system, that they have it and they can reach targets at about 300 kilometers already, but they are not as precise, exact as HIMARS. That was the only reason why they required HIMARS, supposedly. No, I don't know. This is an article. HIMARS have a longer range and are more precise than a Soviet-era artillery that Ukraine had in its arsenal. Russia has criticized the United States in particular for providing Ukraine with instructors to help Ukrainian force use HIMARS. Well, I don't think so. I think they criticized the delivery of the HIMARS, but these guys here with with this article tried to make it that, oh, you know what, I think, I might be wrong, but why did they just say to criticize instructors? They criticize the delivery of weapons. I never heard these instructors, but the problem is that probably those instructors are not instructors, are the ones who really are involved in using those HIMARS, which, whatever, I'm pretty sure that happens. It's not, I wouldn't be surprised. So they try here to get us ready in case those guys say, no, actually those are active trainers of HIMARS, they are foreigners or something, operated by Americans, which is not impossible whatsoever. And I will give you an example why that I think, I have doubt that the Americans are not operating those, but they train the Ukrainians to operate them. If you remember the NATO, when NATO said that they need to defend themselves and their countries, they built 2 stations of defense systems, rockets and all that in Poland and Romania. So they built these facilities over there to, if in case, that was their reasoning, in case Iran shoots rockets from Iran to Europe. Okay, and I would like you to look at where Poland is located and Romania and when Iran is located. So nevertheless, the Russians said, no, that's not for Iran, that's against us. And the NATO guys, which is United States, basically, technically, in reality, they said, and the other ones are just, tools, bottom feeders. So the United States said, you know what, no, it's really against Iran. Now the Russians said, okay, if it's against Iran, can we come and take a look? What do you think the answer was? Pfft, no answer, like that. And that was one thing. The other thing is the Russians said, well, those, you say there are defensive weapons, but they could be turned offensive in a second. And who's the target? Iran. So you see this thing with and those units, those that are located in Poland and Romania, they're NATO units, American. Romanians don't have access to them. They do not operate them. It's the American troops that operate them. So I would not be surprised if these HIMARS are used and operated by Americans and they don't let the I was about to say Hungarians, the Ukrainians operate them and use them. And besides that, I think you need more than 10 days to be able to properly operate those things. I don't think a monkey can be, trained in 3 days and put over there, and you got the crew and they all know exactly what to do. I'm pretty sure I know the Ukrainians are smart, after all, right? And it's just, I don't know, maybe obviously you take people from their systems and you train them on these systems, but I don't know that, I think you need practice, a lot of practice. You can just, go to take some classes for about 2 weeks and then go back and hit the Russians' depots with precision, exactity and everything. You put up, if it's so simple, then why do you need training? I mean, it's like, anyway, besides that, I don't think the Ukrainians are really using them, but it's beyond the point. Actually, the point is the United States provided the Ukrainians with this, or they're over there to fight. The Ukrainians are using, Ukrainian army uses them against Russia successfully, it seems like. Some of them got blown out by the Russians, and that's the way it goes. We'll see how many more will deliver. They said about 20, and then I said, no, we're going to send them 30. Now it was another Adam Smith or something, it was in Kiev, and he said, we have to build some. That was a surprise statement for me at least, because the defense Department of Defense in the United States get what, about 850 or about 860 billion dollars. That's the budget, and don't have HIMARS. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.